Back. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Here's Thomas. Open man is Waddle, complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On the move past the 40. This down near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Coat, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory?
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
Ready.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone now. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's a Florida native from up near Pensacola. It's Michael Carter. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They go play action with Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Wilson on the keeper. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Right. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. He'll try again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Right. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. 4th down. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
From the 17, Thomas. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there, exactly as you described.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the... Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker. C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll keep it on the ground. Right. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. On first down, it's right. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Zach Wilson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Thomas. That one complete to Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready!
They'll run the draw with Mostert. And some room to roam now. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. On first down, Thomas. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Thomas. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Second and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Thomas. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. Maybe a nice psychological boost just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you've got the second half to play.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 9th. So probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Up the middle they go. Coates. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Here's Thomas looking to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Thomas. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's right. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, it's right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Room here to run.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
He finds his man complete. It's Ford. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. Here we go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Right. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try the left side. Right. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's right. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Zach Wilson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
No problem there on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Wilson steps away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run on 1st down. It's right, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
The score is Jets 24, Dolphins 10. Braden Mann to kick off for the Jets.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done. I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Thomas. Open man, here's Foster. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Thomas. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Thomas. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Troy Pride. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Okay, ready? Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. Complete to Wright. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Wilson on the keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 1 yard is the gain. And the Jets are going to have a 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. On 1st down, right to about the 35, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, they had a gain of 1, then 2, and now 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. They've got his man complete. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
They'll run on 1st down. Right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Dolphins 10.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Thomas. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On target over the middle to Hill. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out